video on this channel, and it's going to be talking about the second book in the Red Rising series called Golden Sun. So, the first one I've already talked about it on the channel, and it took me a while to make the second video. Not that I was busy or anything like that, it's just that I am extremely lazy and I don't really complete stuff that I'm starting out to do usually, but I have read the book and the third part as well, and Iron Gold as well. So I'm going to review this anyway, uh, even if nobody watches it because I want to do it. The last time we left, Darrow had joined Nero and become one of his uh, many underlings, and this time we start out with him, in the academy with Roke and Tacitus and a new character, Victra, El Julii, and we get a new antagonist, Carnus, as well, who was mentioned in the last book, who killed Virginia's older brother as well. And we start out with Darrow going down a wrong path, not in himself, but like him getting, out of the institute into the real world of the goals, full of political machination. He's disconnected from Dancer. He doesn't know who Ares is, and the book just, uh, he was the boss, the primus in the institute, but here he's just one pawn who can be thrown away, and he is eventually by Nero, and until he goes to Luna and he's planning to, after finding out that he could have become a father, and he was not able to because of Nero as well, and ultimately he decides to blow up the uh, the gala. But finally, after seeing Virginia with Cassius, and he's like completely heartbroken, and it looks like he's going to give up, but ultimately he decides against it, and comes up with one of the most hyped scene in the series until now. I don't know if they might be able to one step it, but this one was one of the best scenes. And he goes in and he's like challenges Cassius, and then we find out that he was um, learning from the Rage Knight, and he beats him, and then he starts causing a political war, and a few characters die, but we get a new ally in the Jackal, and then he's just the thing is just moving, and Darrow is like on top of everything. He has a solution throughout the book to every single problem. Him and Virginia, they're like on top of their game, and they're really doing it, and he's like a god. He's like a true iron gold in this one. Like, he's jumping from ship to ship to capture them. He's coming up with solutions to politics and everything. And in this, all of this culminates in the final, like, Iron Rain, where he, just captures Mars and destroys the Bellona. And it looks like, he's going to become a sovereign. He's going to become a warlord, and everything is going to be good. Like, it's going, the momentum is really on his side throughout the book, and Virginia is back on his side. Everything is good. He has the Jackal and everything, and ultimately the ending is so good that it forced me to immediately pick up the next book and read it, and which was one of the best endings and one of the most heartbreaking endings, which Roke betrays us, and along with the Jackal, and Nero dies, and I'm like, who is the one who has betrayed him and everything? Who told him? Is it Virginia? Is it someone else? And then Fitchner is also dead, who was revealed to be Ares, and it's like, okay, how are we going to get over this in the next book? Like, he's now revealed to be a red to everyone, and it's really good book. The action scene in this, the Iron Rain, is incredible. We go from like a medieval setting in the first book, which was in a very small jungle area, to uh, space, and we have this great new technology and robots and like everything and ships and jumping from one ship to the other, and a new character gets introduced to us like Ragnar, who is our loyal ally as well. And it really shows how much the humanity has developed from our era. And the only problem I had a little bit was that there were a lot of characters in this book, and like Thistle and all that, and they did get mentioned, and and the ending was a bit too dark for me. I'm not gonna lie, and a lot of characters also die, but ultimately I really liked the twist with Roke. I thought it would be. I mean, I knew like Jackal was going to betray us at some point, and Tacitus as well. He was also he died before he betrayed. Before that he betrayed us. But the whole thing with the Roke and Pebble was quite different, because Roke was one of our best friends in the institute. So for him to betray us, like this, and he turned out to be a bit of a racist, was not something I expected. But overall, this book was much better than the first one. The first one I liked as well, but it was much smaller in scale, and this one was completely like different. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the third one. I have already read it, so I was looking forward to the third one. But now, yeah, I'll probably upload the next talking yapping session uh, pretty soon.